Sister Layla, are you there? Sister Layla.
Voice. Yes, I'm here. Yes. Okay. Turn your camera and stuff on.
My cam.
Because I don't see your picture. I see y'all got something off. Because you see, there you go. Okay, now I'm gonna take me off the stage, and you guys can start whenever.
We still have 5 minutes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
But just remember when y'all go to turn that camera on, because all you got is that circle. And you should be able to see the comments too. I'm setting it up where y'all can see comments and everything when people get questions.
السلام عليكم.
Yeah.
يلا إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته, brothers and sisters, Sunnah followers, and brother Muhammad, Jazakallah khair, speak about now we are the kids in the summertime, and every summertime we have more problems. And a lot of school actually, very important, a lot of masajid, they have summer camp in the masjid.
100%, yeah.
But brother Muhammad, something beautiful to have summer camp in the masjid.
100%. I totally.
Yeah, but also summer camp in the masjid, to the imam is in charge with the summer camp, most of the people, with but the imam job, not the dealing with the summer camp, not with the kids.
No.
The imam job, me as an imam, I can teach the people and what's halal, what's haram, nothing else. But what do you think about this and how our kids, we need to save our kids to go to the masjid, for the kids to love the masjid and love the imam of the masjid?
Well, here's the problem. We have all the school year, our kids are in non-Islamic schools, right? So we have all this year of our children being, educated by non-Muslims, told how to live their life as non-Muslims. They're taught and they're around a lot of non-Muslims, right, for the whole year. And when we're parents, we're busy, right? We're busy with getting lunches ready, getting dinners ready, doing the homework, studying, making sure they take baths and showers, making sure everything's prepared, putting them to bed. So we don't have that much time during the school year. So during the summer, you have now a time where you can, really expand on your deen with our kids, right? There's a lot of things you can do during the summer. And one of them is bring your kids closer to the masjid, right? During the school year, the majority of us as parents were taking our kids maybe on Friday prayers.
Yes.
Right? Pick them up from school, take them to Friday prayer, Sunday Friday real quick, bum, 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 and an hour you're back, khalas. And you think as a parent, oh, I took my kid to the masjid, I'm done.
That's it.
I'm done. All right, that's during the school year. Now during the school summer, when you have no school, you have more time on your hands with your children.
Yes.
And I know a lot of parents, trust me, I'm one of those parents that say, oh my gosh, the summer, I gotta keep my kids busy. I don't want them to stay on the video games all day long. I'm the same way, right? I don't want my child playing video games all day. I don't want my kid, on the PlayStation, on the phone, watching social media. Let's keep them busy, right? And mashallah, subhanAllah, some of these masjids, they do a good job. They have really good summer camps.
Some masjids in Texas, I don't know about South Florida. South Florida, I don't know.
Some of them do. Some of them have really good summer camps. But like you said, right, the imam is the imam. They're not really a summer camp leader or a summer camp program developer or anything like this. But one thing you said that, you're an imam, you can only do so much, but your personality allows you to play with the kids, allows you have that, you can have that connection.
Like Rasulullah, with the kids,
and I've seen the way you are with you connect with them.
Yes.
Very well. So your personality, your style allows for that to happen. So if you did run a summer camp as an imam, you can also be the imam and the person that laughs with the kids, jokes with the kids. I don't see you being shy to pick up a basketball and throw the basketball.
I did.
Yeah, exactly. So you're that kind of person that will connect with the youth in that way. And I think when the kids see that coming from somebody like you, I believe it develops a closer relationship with
that relationship.
Yeah, with that imam.
Yes.
And then they're gonna put that imam at that masjid.
Yeah.
Right. So they're gonna say, I don't want to go to this masjid. I want to go to this masjid because that's where Imam Dremali is at. Right. So that's kind of how you want to develop our kids to be closer to the masjid. Right. So you start these summer camps. You put the right people in charge of these summer camps.
The key, right people in charge.
In charge.
The imam is not in charge. That's some people think. Some imams, young imam,
young imam with an education degree or a background in this kind of stuff.
An education degree.
I would think that would be the best thing to have a person leading a summer camp in that realm. Or it's panel. We have how many members of each masjid? There has to be one of the members there that's a teacher or an educator or something that can say, hey, Imam, let me be the guy in charge of the summer camp. Let me do the programs.
Some masajid do that.
Yeah,
but not in a board.
Not-
Most likely.
no,
Yeah. I know some, not a lot.
yeah.
In South Florida, some, but unfortunately, brother, the key in the summer, our kids, in before the summer, during the school, and now the summer is more about the iPad, the phone,
the video games.
the internet, the games. They are attached to it.
Absolutely. And parents are saying, hey, just use your phone for 2 hours. Let me,
Exactly.
and so that's not the answer. That, the answer.
But hold on, before the answer, would those mom and dad take your phone, take your social media and play, because I'm busy?
Because, okay, yes.
What before the answer, what is the result of this?
So when you're doing this, when you're constantly giving your kids the iPad, the phones, the tablets, you're giving them unfiltered, uncensored access to whatever is going on the internet.
Yeah.
And I know a lot, and I teach these things a lot of times, and I try to educate the parents and the kids on, putting parental controls and watching what your kids are watching. Whatever your kids are seeing, you should be seeing it too, just so you can kind of guide your kids. But the majority of the time, who's doing this?
Barely see someone,
barely anybody, right? And so when you're, as a parent, just giving your kids this access to so much unfiltered stuff, because we don't realize, like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, there's no age restriction. They're not going to say, oh, the kid is watching, Muhammad is 13 years old, let's change his, stuff that he's going to see to appropriate stuff. No, they're not going to do that, because they know and they don't care. They just they want our kids watching.
That means social media benefits, some social media benefits, and the majority is not, in my opinion. But I need your idea, your thinking, because you are special about that. A lot of social media good the person, and the majority, in my opinion, destroyed the mentality of the kids.
100%.
And a lot of our kids, the boys become girls, and the opposite.
Yeah, well, they see that it's normal, right? Everything on social media is normalized.
Normal,
everything,
and they believe it.
And they start to believe it. They start to believe.
This is the scary part.
And that's where you really have to understand what they're watching on social media, right? And as a parent, we're responsible for these things. And a lot of times, parents say, "Oh, you want me to take the games away from them? You want me to take the social media away from them?" It's not about taking it away from them. It's about filling that time gap, so they don't have enough time to get on that stuff.
So it's very important. You mentioned. So, I mean, the parents has to be involved, but they are watching.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
But not easy.
I never said it was easy.
But how
we are
easy?
Okay, so we're at a time right now, our age group, the 40s and the 50s and the 60-year-olds, we're at this time in our life where this generation, we have to be more involved with our kids than our parents were ever involved with us.
Yes.
Right? We're not used to the,
Yeah.
When I talk to the fathers and I say, hey, you need to get with your kid, you need to do some stuff with your sons. Well, I never had to do that with my dad, or my dad never threw a football with me, or my dad never played soccer with me. Yeah, I know that, but we still have to do it now, because if we don't, somebody else is. Somebody else is going to talk to your kid. Somebody else is going to teach your kid. Somebody else is going to show your kid what's normal.
I mean, don't blame the kid, blame the parents.
Yes. I don't like to say that, because it's hard. It is. It's very, very hard as a parent. Reality is absolute, right? I'll give you an example. Last week, all my son and his friends wanted to go play soccer, and they wanted to go to the park. And I said, okay, well, who's going to go with them, right? I mean, I know they're 14 years old, 15 years old, so some parents think, oh, they're old enough to be by themselves. Well, no, I don't think that's the case, right? I still feel like they're still at that young age, right?
Yes.
And there's going to be an imam there. He's going to talk with them, and he's going to do how to go with them. I said, okay, I'm going to go. And I'm going to see what they're doing. I was out there for 2, maybe 3 hours in the heat, in the sun, and we're in South Florida. It's hot, it's sunny, playing soccer on the field. But in that time frame, while we were out there playing soccer, while we were laughing and joking, while they were laughing at me the way I was running, or laughing at me the way I kicked the ball, or laughing whatever it was we were joking about, we talked a little bit about Islamic values in this. Hey, we're Muslims, man. We don't talk like this. Do you know why we don't say these things? Because as Muslims.
Yeah.
And so we're having these conversations while we're on the soccer field, right? Then we're going to go get water. So we're sitting down under the tent, drinking water, and we're talking about little values about what's going to happen in high school. You guys are going to high school next year. Are you guys ready? Well, this is what you're going to see. This is what you're going to, what to expect. And, in that 2-3 hours of us playing outside and playing soccer, I was tired. I was exhausted.
Of course. So now in the summer now,
100 degrees, over 100 degrees.
No, I mean, more increase.
Yeah, it's even hotter than normal. And, but at that time, when you had that 3 hours with these kids, you can see the ones who are close to their father or who are not close to their father. You can see who has access to their parents, who talks to their parents, who gets the parents that give them a little bit of time. And you can see the kids that don't.
But mashallah, Brother Muhammad, you are optimistic actually for the solution. And I think the solution also is hard, no?
There's a difficulty in the solution, right? The solution is simple.
Simple?
It's simple, but it's hard to do. Right? It's simple because
explain to me.
We know the answer, right? The answer is spending more time with our children.
Oh,
right. And during the school year, like I said at the beginning, during the school year, it's hard. It's hard. As parents, we're going to work. As parents, we have to get our kids ready for bed. As parents, we have to help our kids get their homework done. As parents, we have to try to fight our kids to go make sure they do all their 5 salahs. As parents, it's hard.
Yes.
It's hard during the school year to really understand that our kids are going through the same things, right? The same struggles. They got to go to school. They're scared. They're nervous because if they don't get good grades, mom and dad are going to yell at them. They have to get their homework done. They a lot of them play sports, so they have a lot going on in their life as well. So when you're talking about the summer, where there's no homework, there's nothing going on. There's no waking up early in the morning. There's none of that kind of stuff. As a parent now, you say, okay, I still have to go to work, right? As a parent, we still have to go to work. We still have to pay the bills. We still have to do certain things. If we as Muslims can band together and say, okay, this masjid should have a summer camp. This masjid should help out with certain things to keep my kids busy. If we can fill up our masajid during the weekdays, right? Monday through Friday, send our kids to the summer camp, let them get some halakat, let them get some Islamic values, let them play with kids their age, let them learn good sportsmanship, let them get close to the masjid. And that's going to be the responsibility of the board, of the imam, and whoever's going to be in charge of the summer camps. Then when they're coming out of the summer camps, you're getting out of work. Now you have that time frame. You don't have to worry about homework. You don't have to worry about studying. Now you got that time with your kid. Okay, it's 3 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock. Let's go to the masjid, back to the masjid for Salat Asr. Let's go to Salat al-Maghrib. Let's go do Isha prayer. Let's start to make that as a normal routine. You're not really doing anything other than what you're supposed to be doing anyway. Right? You're supposed to be going to the masjid for your salahs anyway. And that conversation that you can have in that car with your son or your kids, whatever, you have a son and a daughter, and you're going to just from your house to the masjid, you have a 20-minute or 10-minute conversation with your kids about what happened in summer camp. And maybe they can teach you some stuff.
Yeah, you're right. But you just mentioned something also, just continue what you said about homework. There is no homework now. But school year, the new year for the school, I think, I believe it's a good idea to prepare ourselves a little for our
100%.
kids, a little bit to prepare for that summer.
Yes, 100%.
How?
So there's things in the libraries, right? The public libraries. For us, knowing that my kid is going to the 9th grade, right? He's going to go to high school next year, right? Or my kid's going to go to middle school next year. Whatever grade school your kid is going to. The problem with the summer, and those months, that month or two gap that we have in the summer, is our kids aren't doing any reading or any type of education. They lose a lot of what they've learned in the last year during that summer gap.
Yes.
So there's so many free activities that you can actually do with your kids at the libraries, at Lowe's. Lowe's does handyman stuff where you can take your kid to Lowe's and build birdhouses, and it's all free. All this stuff is free. Home Depot does the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of free stuff. All a parent has to do is look it up online.
Okay, go back. I didn't know about that. I mean, like Home Depot and
Home Depot, Lowe's.
They have something for the kids to read.
Absolutely, they have calendars. If you go on their websites, you can find the calendars of all the stuff that they got going on.
Brother and sister, very important. I don't know about this myself, actually. Follow that.
It's the school, the libraries, the county libraries has so many.
Library, yes.
Yeah, libraries have so many events going on, conversations, talks.
I went actually for poetry. I was
Yeah.
I went for poetry there and reading also.
Absolutely. The cities have stuff going on. The cities have camps going on. There's so many things happening within everybody's communities. All we have to do as parents is look it up online, right? What is my city doing for the summer? What does the library have going on this summer?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And you find it. And it's so simple.
Allah Jazakallah khair, brother. Allah, brother and sister, very important about that. But hold on, something very important. You just mentioned it actually. Come. A lot of schools, Islamic schools and non-Islamic schools, they don't have a curriculum books. Everything online, the books. And that disaster. In my opinion, of course you are better than me on that. In my opinion, to have my own book to keep, to review and everything.
That's the old school mindset of you and me agree to that, right? You and we agree. I say I always want to have a book in my hand. I would like to read through it, sift through it, write on the book, highlight the book. Now these days that everything's online.
Yes.
So we have to prepare our kids to know how to really just focus and understand that you're going to be online a lot. I think next year my daughter's school, as her college, is all online.
Yeah, Allah.
So she's going to have to, and I teach her, you have to focus.
The problem is not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah, good. When I type the password, I am online.
And then you can go wherever you want to go. That's the problem. And that's where, as parents, we have to use the time that we have with our kids to really show them and teach them how to keep their focus.
A trust.
And here's my kick. This is my advice for younger parents.
Please listen to the advice. It's a very important topic. It's still our kids in school. I mean, stuff in home.
And so mostly, we as parents, I think one of the things that we've done is we've set up little workstations in our kids' home, in our kids' bedrooms. Right? We put a desk, we put a computer, we put everything in our kids' bedrooms. Do your homework over here, study over here. Khalas, this is your little. And that's a problem with that, because if their kids are in their rooms, and they're online, and you're downstairs, or you're in the kitchen, or you're
do anything.
So my biggest advice, this is something I actually said at one of our youth summer camps that we had with my job, is put the laptops and put the computers where you as a parent can see what your kid is doing.
But how? Teach me, because I don't know. I'm asking, sorry.
No, you're good.
My kids, they have laptop and cell phone and laptop, whatever they have. How to control that in my own laptop?
So you put not control what's going on, but so you can see what they're doing. So you can't,
So it has to be with you in the room.
So So what I tell parents is, if you have room in your kitchen, if you have room in the family room, if you have some type of room, some type of space where you can put a small desk, you don't need nothing big.
Yes.
You put a little 4-foot desk there where they can sit down and they can type up their stuff, little printer. You make that the station where you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're doing what you're doing, but then you're also watching, you're looking, you're seeing, you're hearing. So that way you can say, hey, you're not on the right website.
But it's hard.
It's very hard.
Why? Because not all the parents know.
Not all the parents know, and not all the parents want to be bothered with it.
But
right?
Yeah, I agree with bother this, but not like to be. That means they're losing your kids by default.
And some of the things I've heard, and through parents talking with parents, is that brother, we work all the time. Brother, I work 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day. Brother, it's hard. Brother, I don't want to have time. Brother, I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on relaxing when I get home. Brother, we all want to focus. We all want to relax when we get home. All of us want to relax when we get home.
Yeah,
right?
You're right.
It's exhausting. We got to go out every day in the heat, driving. We got to talk to people. We got to hustle, right? As fathers, it's tough, right? I don't think we give enough credit to how much a father does, right? Compared to what what you think a father does.
And mom too.
And a mom, of course. Mom, it's always mom. We all know mom.
Yeah.
But dad's also, it's hard out there.
Yeah, I agree. Especially you say hot, and the weather actually bad. The Black Ocean Sea increased 5 degrees.
The temperature, yeah.
The temperature, and now scientifically, there will be more heat.
It's a lot more.
And the war started in Florida.
Yeah.
War Wallahi, when I went to Salat al-Fajr, smoke that's in my
The
ear.
fires, the fires are all over the place.
Yeah, even after Salat al-Fajr,
Yeah.
completely, the sky completely
Yeah.
black. May Allah protect all the Muslims,
Yeah.
and protect us for that. But the key, brother, really, in the summer, by the way, a lot of parents complain about the summer. And that's kind of complaining, how to make this complaint to benefits, to be optimistic.
Well, the problem is they're complaining, and they complain to me, they complain to you. The biggest complaint is, what do I do with my kids? Right? That's one of the biggest complaints that we see here right now is, what do we do with our kids? We don't, they want to sleep until 3 in the afternoon.
Yes.
They want to stay up until 3 a.m. They want to play video games all day. So how do I keep them busy? Right? And I tell them the same thing I tell everybody here, right? You can go on websites, you can check out the cities, you can check out, there's so many things that are free out there. But also, a lot of times I tell the parents, if I know what they're doing for a living, if I know that they're a plumber or that they're an electrician, I said, take your kid to work with you. If you have your own business, if you have your own thing going on, take your kid with you.
Yeah, but not barely to see in our community, for example. Yeah, but it's some. But we need really to make advantage regardless of the age. Because a lot of people think about babies. But about 18 years is more dangerous.
Yeah.
18 years, 16, 17, 19 is more dangerous.
Well, I always say when I talk a lot more about the teenagers, right? My conversation more always applies to the teens, 13 and up, because those are the age group right there that they're gonna make or break, right? They're gonna make it or they're gonna break. If as a parent, if you
make it or break it,
they're gonna make it or break it. If the parents are involved, if the parents are constantly with the children, if the parents are talking to the kids, if the parents are involved
in their life,
in their kids' lives, you're gonna start to see that kid gravitate and ask more questions and talk to the parents. Hey, I have a question about this. If you're a parent that you decide that
that's you and me.
That's your laptop.
No one can supposed to call me. But I just turn my phone off.
Yeah.
Sorry for that.
That's all good.
This is my brother.
But if you're as a parent
it's Hag, we have a lecture until I call you back. Can you hear me? We have a lecture, brother Mohammed here. We have a lecture. I call you back.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. This is my younger brother. Younger brother is a grandfather.
But if you're a parent that does not get involved, and that you feel like it's your job as a father to just provide a roof over the kid's head and food on the table, and you've done your job as a father, then expect that you're not going to have a good relationship with your son or your daughter.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that connection with your kids when they grow up. You're not going to have that. We see a lot. I hear a lot when I talk to the parents and says, well, I'm closer to my daughter because I know when I grow old, my daughter's going to take care of me, not my son. All right. And I said, well, don't you want to develop that relationship with both of your children so they'll both take care of you?
Yes,
not just the one daughter, because what if she gets married and she moves out of the state or out of the country or something happens? Then you're stuck by yourself with your son that doesn't like you.
Brother, it's very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
You said you think my son or my daughter will take care of me if I become adult.
Mm-hmm.
I know many, 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 many families as far as an imam.
Mm-hmm.
An imam more than 35 years in America, and an imam. Brother, barely to see a person become a senior and his kids take care of him.
Yeah. And that's sad, isn't it? That's very sad.
Of course.
I mean, and one of the things that I kind of really hold high when I have a conversation about Islam is how we take care of our elderly, right? How in America and the West, we kind of throw our elderlies in these nursing homes and we get rid of them, and khalas, they're a burden on us. Whereas in Islam and in other countries, there's other countries that really take care of their elderly. Islam has a whole thing just about
the Islam. But we are on a culture.
Yeah.
Culture, American culture.
That's the thing where I strongly tell the parents, you have to be involved with your kids. You have to develop that bond with your kids. So when you do get that age, when you do hit that number, your kids will feel that connection with you. And they will say, okay, it's my job as a Muslim. It's my duty as a Muslim daughter, as a Muslim son, to take care of my mom, to take care of my father. But if we're not instilling those values in at that age,
yeah.
how do we expect them to take care of us?
Yeah, brother, you just mentioned something important. We as a Muslim, yes, 100%. Do you in America here, by the way, the Amish?
Amish, yeah.
The Amish actually, you go to their village,
Mm-hmm.
the kids working with the parents since babies.
Mm-hmm.
Babies.
Yeah.
I saw babies working with the parents.
Yeah, 100%.
And they respect the parents blindly.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they attach to the church
Mm-hmm.
so much. In America, here, in normal life, they're not barely to see young guys go to church, except the Amish. The Amish
Or on Sundays. On Sundays, they go sometimes.
So, no, not a lot.
No.
I go as visit the churches, senior, mostly 99% more than that, senior. And even less. And less. But in the Amish, the Sunday, everybody in the church. Everyone in the church.
So we have a.
But what Muslims supposed to be better than them?
Well, here's the thing: the culture that we're in, right? The westernized,
the
westernized culture. Like we've, you talk about the Amish where the kids are hammering and using nails and milking cows and doing all these things. For us, as in this culture, we say, oh no, our kids can't use the hammer. He's only 10 years old. He's only 12 years old. Don't give him a hammer. Let the kid use the hammer. Let the kid know what a tool feels like in his hands. Right, I'm showing my kids, both kids, how to change the filters in their cars. Right, I'm trying to show them. Okay, when you go to change your oil, look for this. I have to open the hood. I get their hands dirty. We have to teach our kids these things.
Yes,
right?
I agree.
And my son said, "Oh, Dad, I'll just have somebody. I'll pay somebody to do that." Well, yeah, you can take that to the dealership, and they'll charge you $150 to do what you just did in 2 minutes, and it costs you $20. So I teach the kids, no, think about the money, respect it. How hard it is to get the money, and learn how to do things by yourself so you can take advantage of the situation and save your money.
Yes, yeah.
Right. But we teach our kid, we coddle our kids. We want to, oh no, he's 10 years old. Oh, we don't want to get his hands dirty. No, when I was during COVID, my son was, 6 years old, 7 years old. Hey, we're going to tear up all the grass in the backyard and we're going to put cement. And I had him doing everything with his hands and his gloves and Baba, I have splinters on my hands, Baba. Yeah, it's okay. Good. Get dirty. Get. I want to see blisters. I want to see. And he's stamping the cement and he's mixing. He's carrying the bricks. Yes, you're going to carry. Yes. Because we have to teach our kids, especially our boys, what it is to be a man.
Yes.
Right. And if you're not teaching our kids these at a young age, especially the boys, how to be a Zeleman, how to carry something, how to shake a hand the proper way, how to change your own air filter in your car. The simplest things that we think we know as common sense.
So, in your opinion, and I agree with that, regardless the age of my son, my daughter, they have to have a duty in the household.
In the household, whether it's in the house, whether it's outside the house. If you're washing your car, you're cleaning your car, take your kid out with you.
Yeah. Actually, when I was 7 years old, my father took me to the masjid early because he's the imam. And then we didn't have electricity. We didn't have absolutely dark. But at the same time, I was afraid of the snakes. My father gave me my father with a sword. And he gave me, but I saw the snake. I said, Ibrahim, what are you going to do? I run away. But he gave me the sword.
Yeah.
Then I learned when I was 6 years actually how to kill a snake with a sword.
Yeah.
But in my time, 60s.
Yeah.
Now we are 24, soon 25. The time's completely different than your time. My time, I grew in Gaza. You're born in America, and our kids born in America now, but it's still weak.
Yeah, very, very weak.
Actually weak, like body and mentally.
And I think we've allowed this to happen, and the majority of this is happening also because of what our kids are watching online, right? And I've talked about this a lot, where we see these people who post these videos about imitating men. It's okay to be feminine. It's okay to do this. It's okay to be like that. And you as a father who grew up back in our days this is what a man is. You work hard. You do it. you're tough, you're strong. And now you're seeing these guys who are showing our men that it's okay to be feminine. It's okay to dress a certain way. It's okay to wear tight pants. It's okay. You see these things happening, and we're watching this in real time. And I look at these parents and I say, look what your kid is doing. Look at your kid is watching. Look how your kid is dressing. Look how your kid is acting. You don't realize that your kid is watching certain things online that's making your kid act like this.
I mean, my time and your time different than our time.
Than where we're at right now.
So my job, if I don't have kids now in that age, but if we have kids in this age, and regardless my age and your age, my culture, your culture, my time and your time, how we have to deal with this kind of serious problem, especially in this summer.
We have time now with our kids.
We have time.
We have time, right? So during the summer we have a gap where we use Ramadan as our start over, right? That Ramadan is supposed to be for us Muslims as a start over. Now we get to change habits. Now we get to be more time with our family. But during Ramadan, we still have work. We still have school.
But it's still with the family.
And we still have our dinner time. Now the summertime, you don't have school. You don't have the homework. You don't have the early bedtimes. You don't have that stuff. So now you have more time with your kid. One of the things I was actually talking to one of the kids when we were playing soccer was about how he should tell his dad, take him to Asr prayer, Maghrib prayer, Isha prayer, and then on your way home, stop at the gas station and get a bag of chips or something. Get something. Just you and your father stop at the gas station. Well, why should I stop at the gas station? I told the kid, just tell your dad. Tell your dad, hey, take me to Isha and can we stop at the gas station and get. What he doesn't know, and this is something I'll tell parents over here, is when you create that type of, going to the masjid and something fun with my dad, going to the masjid and stop at the gas station and get chips, going to the masjid and going to get ice cream with my dad. They're now going to start saying, if I go to the masjid with my dad, we're going to go here after. They're going to now, when they get older, they're going to start to say, man, I remember those days where my dad would take me to the masjid and then we would go to get ice cream. And then when they have their kids, what's going to happen? I'm going to go take my son to the masjid and I'm going to take him to go have ice cream.
But our era and our time is different. Now, I believe why I say that is last Friday, 2 days ago, Khutbah al-Jum'ah, I didn't see like less than 5 kids. And the Friday before, more. And when I asked, where is your kids? And they said, oh, I was sleeping, Sheikh.
Yeah.
That means all night they're up. All night is up.
Yeah.
And now Salat al-Jum'ah.
And that's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They're still sleeping. And listen, but that's your masjid. I went to last 2 Fridays, I went to different masjids. And mashallah, both masjids I went to had full kids. A lot of kids, it's a big masjid. I go to, with my job, I get to go to all the different masajid and see, listen to different lectures and see different things. And I do see a lot of kids in the different masjids that I've been going to. And next week is going to be probably empty because a lot of kids are traveling, right? A lot of families are traveling. Yeah. I'm traveling next Friday. So, you'll see a lot less kids coming in because of the traveling times. But one of the things I always tell parents and the kids is that you want to make the masjid more of a hangout spot, hanging out, than it is a chore. I have to go to the masjid.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
I like that.
You don't want your kids, I hear my son's friends, they go to the masjid every Friday for a family night. And they make it sound so fun. We're going to go to family night. But
also, family night, it depends.
It depends on where you're going.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
I've been to a couple of different Friday nights. And
for example, some masajid, a lecture, long lecture, and the kids run away.
Yeah.
The kids actually, they go to the masjid. Yes, we can pray together 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes, and have fun. Yeah. Because it's summer.
Yeah. And they don't want to go up to the masjid and do more studying. They don't want to do more. Yeah. You do, and this is one of the things I was telling the sheikh, one of the sheikhs. I said, go play basketball with them. Yeah. While they're with you in the summer camp, go play basketball with them. You're young enough to, I suck. I don't like basketball, but I'll go play basketball with them, because when you're playing basketball and you're sweating and you're running and you're bumping and you're pushing and you're that's where you have conversations with the kids. You're going to start to see, I told them, I said, when I do this, when I was playing soccer, I told them, when I play soccer with the kids, something comes up in the conversation where I can throw a little bit of Islamic lessons in there. little bit, just a sprinkle here. Right? And the kids, oh, Sheikh Muhammad, oh, Sheikh Muhammad. And I'm like, no, I'm not a Sheikh, I'm not a Sheikh. But we laugh and we joke, and the kids are learning. And then we come in, drink water, and we talk a little bit more about the conversation. Then they get comfortable with you. And I told them it takes you about a week for these kids to get used to you.
In fact, I was in one of the states, actually, the Imam, Latino Imam from Puerto Rico, and he's an excellent Imam. His name is Daniel. And mashallah, he's an excellent coach with the basketball. I told him, I don't know how to basketball. I don't know how to do it. He said, Sheikh Ibrahim, you can do it. Guess what? I play with him and I did it.
Yeah.
Like this kind of Imam, and understand them and telling the kids and be part of the game. He plays soccer with them, basketball with them, football, absolutely. American football.
100%.
With it. I mean, the Imam supposed to do that.
100%.
But the Imam sometimes busy with other stuff.
And you know what? And I get it, and I understand, right? And I do see the Imam duties as a lot, right? There's a lot of duties for them when it comes to becoming an Imam, and I don't think we pay our Imams enough to do all the work that we want them to do, right? And it's tough because
in Texas, actually, they have good salary for the Imam. Not in South.
Well, it depends on the community and how much money that masjid is bringing in.
Yes.
Right, and a good Imam can bring in more money, more funds, more.
Yes.
So I get it and I understand it, but at the same time, if you want your members to want to come to the masjid, you got to make it where they want to come. You want to make it fun. You want to make it exciting. You want to make it educational. You want to make it to where it's a community.
Yes.
Right, a community center where you can bring people in. Hey, let's have a 5-minute halaqah. Let's go outside. Let's play some basketball. Let's go outside, play some volleyball. Let's do some stuff. Let's have dinner. And while you're sitting down having dinner, you're having a conversation. Hey, did you say Bismillah? Hey, did you salli your salahs?
Yes.
Hey, that
was fun.
Yeah, and you're talking.
Yeah, I agree with you. But now, alhamdulillah, we still have the beginning of the summer.
It just started, so we still have time to fix.
Say that, but now, honestly, I'm thinking about education because the majority of our kids now online. The phone is their life.
So
iPad is their life.
iPads are life, phones are life, laptops. Here's the thing about the summertime too. Like I said, during the summer, our kids lose a lot of the education that they gained during the school year or before. Also, as parents, as Muslims, we have to teach our kids the truth about some of the stuff that they're going to learn in the next year, right?
Oh, let's really concentrate about this.
The truth.
Kind of truth and how to prepare myself to go next year safe.
Absolutely. Because we know.
But hold on. It's very important. Don't jump. We need a plan. We need a plan for that. That's very important to me.
Well, it's very important to all of us because we know as parents and as older parents, we know that the books that our kids are going to start to read, right? The books
for next year.
The history books,
especially everything online.
Everything's online, but the stuff that they're going to start to learn is controlled, right? It's a controlled
thing. Control the time?
No, the what they're learning, the stuff that they're learning.
Oh.
So let's say they're going to talk about, Islam in their history class. They're going to cut off so many things about Islam that doesn't look good, right? That looks, they're going to take all the good stuff about Islam and they're going to try to put bad stuff in Islam.
Oh, yeah.
So our kids are going to be like, wait, Mama, Papa, this is what the book says. This is what they said. Well, as parents, let me get you ahead of time. Let me explain to you that the people that create these books, the people that make these learning tools for you guys to understand, they're going to teach you what they want you to learn.
Exactly.
As Muslims, we got to tell our kids, listen, this is not what we are. This is not what they're telling you. They're not telling you the truth. Play the game, get your grades, and understand that half the stuff that you're learning in your history class about Islam, about Muslims, is not going to be true.
True. Yes, I agree with you.
Right. The same thing where the one governor said he's going to take out everything about slavery. I'm going to eliminate slavery.
Oh.
And I'm going to eliminate slavery from history books. And he doesn't want people knowing about slavery in America. Well, you can't take that out. People already know that it happened. And you think if you're going to try to take that stuff out of the books, our kids are not going to learn it. As parents, I don't care if you're Muslim or not, you should teach your kids the truth.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's at least my opinion, is letting our kids know ahead of time. As Muslims, this is why we do what we do. This is the truth about Islam. And when you learn about Islam, when you learn about the Middle East in their books, this is what it is. When you learn about Africa, they make Africa sound like it's, third world country. They don't know what they're doing over there. They're so dirty. When they teach our kids about these countries, they make it look bad.
True.
Right. And so, but here, look how nice. It's white people. It's this. It's clean. It's
white people. White people.
Yeah. So don't, Europe is beautiful. This and this, but Africa, no, don't go there. Don't go to China. Don't go to Japan. It's scary.
True.
It's
Yeah.
this. So we as parents need to educate our children on this is not the reality.
Yeah. In fact, any school in America, any old public school in America, private school in America, even Islamic school, no one speak about the Native American, the real true American.
They don't want to talk about that.
No one speak about.
No, they don't.
Because actually, their land.
Yeah.
We occupied 250 years ago. We occupied this land.
Yeah, but we don't want to teach them that because then they're going to know the truth about how America became.
That's why our government control, support another country invading.
100%.
You understand?
Yeah, 100%.
My point, brother. That's why it's amana for me as a brother and sister. Very important here. It's true amana, my dear brother and sister. You have to take care of the kids, especially in education. Don't forget, I'm an educator, and now almost 40 years American educator. Brother and sister, whoever control our curriculum in the United States of America and England, and visit England and Australia, some certain people, not the government, not the government controlling the curriculum, some certain people, very corrupted people control the curriculum in every curriculum, every school.
And that's why I tell parents, it's very, very important as a parent and who knows the truth about what's going on, about what's happening, to show your kids how to do the research, right? Look, a lot of our kids don't even know geography, simple geography.
Yeah, it's true.
Right. And looking at the World Cup happening right now, a lot of kids don't even know where Bosnia is. A lot of, they don't know where Tunisia is. And so as parents, we have to be the ones to say, hey, look, this summer, we're going to go to the library. I want you to get a world map and let's start pointing out the countries of the Muslim countries of this, of that, just to show our kids, open up their minds to something that they're not going to learn in public school systems or in private school systems. As parents, we have a responsibility, right? As it doesn't matter what age your kid is, we have to be involved with our kids.
Yes.
And it's terrible. It's hard. It's the hardest thing we do. We can go to work and deal with criminals and drug dealers all day. We can deal with that. But coming home and having to sit there with your kid to explain what they're seeing on social media, what they're watching and why they shouldn't be watching, and how to be a good Muslim and how to pray their salahs and why we fast and giving their kids the tools that they need is even harder than working. It is. And it's harder because we're fighting social media. We're fighting the music industry. We're fighting the video games. We're fighting all these external things to try to instill that Islamic values in our kids. And it's one of the hardest things to do as a dad. So if you're together as a husband and a wife, or if you're divorced, and this is something I've seen this summer just starting out, where there's dads who divorcing their wives and not getting involved with their kids. And I said, he said, you're losing that time with that kid. He's 14, he's 13, he's 10 years old. Even these 8-year-old daughters, they're losing these kids because at the end of the day, they don't have that manly figure to teach them.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'm facing this problem even recently. When the divorce becomes like a war between husband and wife, by default, they're losing the kids.
The kids lose out, and I see this happening this summer, the last couple of weeks. I guess 2 days ago, I see this happening, and it's so nerve-wracking because I see these kids who are 13, 14 years old gravitate to me because they don't have that father figure at the house, so they're asking me questions. They're getting close to me. They're Ammo, can you do Ammo?
And if not, they're gonna go to someone else.
And if they're not, and so I have to say, okay, let me help my son with his stuff, and let me help this kid now, and let me help this other kid now. And then this other kid sees me talking to this kid, and his dad is there, but he doesn't get involved because he's over there trying to make millions of dollars. And so now he's they're so focused on money, they don't
May Allah guide us.
I mean,
May Allah, brother and sister, we have an opportunity really. It's hurt my feeling with Brother Muhammad speaking. A lot of families, like concentrate, especially summer. The kids do whatever you want. Brother Muhammad, he give us advice here to be involved with everything with the kids, especially in the summer. Yes, you are busy. Yes, the moms, you're cooking and cleaning and this and that. You're doing the extra job. May Allah bless you, brother and sister, and all of you. I mean, but also don't forget your kids. They are amana. You have to watch every small thing, especially in our century. Our century now is different than the other century. Every year change. And even the curriculum, Islamic curriculum in school, every year change.
Mhm.
Every year change. Now, with these colors, let me say very clearly, brother. Kids and lesbian now in school, the curriculum, no problem with that. No, in fact, the kids encourage the teacher encourage the kids to do that.
Yeah.
So you are in charge with the kids, in charge with the curriculum. In charge, not only that, an educator, in charge, I want son to learn this, not to learn this. You choose that.
And you're in charge of your son, of your daughter, your kids, their confidence levels, their their ability to say no in school.
Yes.
Right. One of the things I was teaching the boys the other day was understanding that, when you're going to ninth grade, you're going to see a lot of different things. Right. You're coming from an Islamic school, little bubble, into a public school where it's a pool of just so much bad.
Yeah.
Right. And so I told the kids, they're all going to different schools. They're all going to one school over here, one school over there. You're going to make new friends. You're going to make new enemies. I said, you're going to see things that you're not, you don't even know what you're going to see out there. And I try to give them like very detailed information and explain to them how to say no. No to certain, no to drugs. Say no to your go and hang out with your friends, and they're going to go out to the bars, or they're going to go out smoking, or they're going to go out. Just saying the word no means a lot. And well, what if I say this? And how if I say no? My mom is picking me up. Or say no, me and my dad are going here. Say you make some excuse, or you tell. I told them all, just tell them that your uncle is a cop. I don't want to get in trouble from your uncle. I tell them all the time, if you have a problem in the schools, if there's any issues in the schools, I said, as long as it's not them, as long as it's not your fault, I will go to the school and back you up, because they're all in the same area. The problem is this. Okay, we have kids who make mistakes. All right, and we're in a part right now, in a time right now where if you look like us, if you have a Muslim name, Abdullah, Muhammad, or something, and you make a mistake, that's going to be 10 times harder for you than it's going to be for a David or for a Steve or for a Gary.
Especially in Europe.
In Europe and the West Country. Yeah. So I explained to the kids, you make a mistake, like that small mistake that Gary made, and your name is Muhammad, it's going to be 10 times worse for you.
I mean, you have to be careful.
So I said, we as Muslims, we have to always walk around with a smile on our face. We always have to be nice. We always have to be good with everybody. And it's hard.
Muhammad become Mo, and Ibrahim become Ib.
Yeah, or Bilal becomes Billy.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we see these things happen all the time, and I tell the kids, look, be proud of, first of all, and again to the parents, our kids have to be proud, right? Proud of who they are, proud of their name. A lot of times I ask these kids what their names mean, and they don't even know what their names mean.
Oh yeah, I ask this question a lot actually.
It's scary.
Yeah, how to give a son or daughter a name and you know what they mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because of nice. You have to give your son, your daughter a name. Understand why you choose this name. Why you choose your name.
And these are the questions that I get for parents who are having kids go into high school. These are the questions that our kids are going to hear. Why is your name Muhammad? Why is your name Samad? Why is your name? So our kids
I always ask.
Yeah, and they have to be knowledgeable to answer, right? Why do you fast during Ramadan? Why do you pray 5 times a day? Why do you? And
by the way, not Muslims. I go to the clinic, for example, in the market, male or female with a name.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the meaning of your name? I say, I don't know.
I don't know. I know. I get these questions. I get these answers all the time.
Yeah. So very important. Yes, non-Muslim that, but us as a Muslims, we should have a name, my name, because 1, 2, 3, explain your name is very important.
And if we don't give our kids these tools before they go, and this is like one of the things that we do during the summer, we should be doing this during the summertime. while we have our kids with us, is let them, give them the tools they need to get ready for the school.
No.
Right? What's their names? Why do we pray? Well, God tells us. Okay, but that's not going to be a good enough answer when they go to school.
Yes.
Right? And so we tell them, well, it does this. Why don't you eat pork? Right? When you go to the cafeteria and all the kids are eating pepperoni pizza and your kid says, no, I don't eat pork. And then all the kids are going to ask that question. Why?
Yeah.
And then
you have to answer.
You have to give the kids the tools to answer these questions.
Yeah, brother and sister. By the way, we still have, alhamdulillah, a few minutes. If you have anything to share with us or a question, Brother Muhammad.
We can share.
Yeah?
It's not a sharing one.
Not sharing. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Not sharing, yeah. But brother and sister, yes, we have an opportunity. May Allah guide us and guide our kids. We have an opportunity to change a lot, to give a dawah, to be part of the system of your life, the kids' life.
The kids' lives, yeah.
Make the kids actually involved with everything in the household. Like for example, I grew up with the 5 sisters and 2 brothers. We are 5.
Sure.
I never ever actually charged. I don't know how to make salad. I don't know how to make a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Either my mom or my sisters. But the key, when I came actually with my wife, and may Allah bless her actually, I learned and I do. So my point actually, the kids have to be involved with everything in the household, teaching, cleaning.
Yeah, I make my son mop. Mop the floors.
Yes.
Clean them, sweep the floor, mop the floor, vacuum.
Yeah, exactly.
If we don't give our kids these responsibilities, small little responsibilities, and I funny because one of the moms said to me, "Well, he doesn't do it right. Well, he doesn't do it right when he vacuums or when he mops. Well, let him do it again. Show him how to do it. Show him how to do it.
Don't give up.
Don't give up on your. Well, and I told him, a lot of times the kids will do it wrong on purpose.
Yes.
Because if they, I did it wrong, I don't have to do it anymore. Mom is not going to let me, well, then guess what? He's going to have to redo it and redo it and redo it until he does it right.
Yes.
And I guarantee you, after the 3rd time, he's going to do it right the first time.
Bro, the key, be optimistic.
Absolutely. 100%.
Be optimistic, regardless the kids, we learn, we teach, we learn and we teach. We learn, we teach.
Absolutely.
No problem with that. Yeah.
There's no problem with saying, I don't know. Right? Yeah. If you have a question, your kids ask you questions and you don't know, don't answer it. Say, I don't know. Let's go. Hey, you know what? You have a question about Islam that I don't know. Let's go. When we go to the masjid for Salat Isha, we can ask the imam over there.
Yes.
And you now you have your kid now going, saying to himself, okay, well, and my dad is very, knowledgeable, but he doesn't know. And he found a person who knows. But
if we come for Salat Isha.
If you come for Salat Isha. It is hard. I know. For us, the masjids are 10 minutes over there, 20 minutes over there.
Yeah, but still, actually, if there is masjid far away from you, you can make in jama'ah in the household. Yeah. Wife, husband, son, daughter, pray jama'ah. No problem with that.
And let your kids lead the prayer. Teach your kids how to lead the prayer.
Yes.
My son leads the prayer.
If the masjid is far away. But if the masjid is close to you, go to the masjid, male or female, sister and brothers, they go. Inshallah. May Allah Azza wa Jalla guide us, brother and sister. We're going to finish here 2 minutes. We're going to finish. But please take advice of Brother Muhammad. Brother Muhammad, and may Allah bless him with that. Take advantage with this kind of what you learn and share this information to other families. You are in Sunnah Forward group. Yes, may Allah bless you, brother and sister. But very important, we give this guy down to other people.
Help each other out. We got to help each other out.
And support also Sunnah Forward. Support your Sunnah Forward. And inshallah, Sister Layla, Jazakallah Khair, many shuyukh and many teachers in Sunnah Forwards. And always volunteer, by the way. I volunteer, Brother Muhammad volunteer. We have to volunteer also, but that website need help. May Allah bless you, brother and sister. Before we finish, the last advice from Brother Muhammad to us, to sleep with it and to apply it in our life. I need advice here to everyone.
The biggest advice is that while we have this time in the summer, is do something different with your kids. This summer needs to be the summer of an opportunity to really try something different. With our kids. Take those pads. Don't just take the iPads. Don't just take the games. Don't take them away from them. Fill it up with something else. You will see. And one of the things that I've done before is, hey, let's go play some basketball. Let's go play some soccer. And you will see the kid throw this down and say,
I like
let's
that.
go out.
I like
You won't have to force the kid to put it down. All you have to say is, let's do this. Let's go here.
I like this idea.
And once you say, let's do this or let's go here, the kid will put the stuff down and say, okay, Mama, let's go.
I love the idea. See, brother,
It's a simple,
yeah.
It's very simple. Where when we hear as parents, take the tablet away, we're not saying take the tablet away. We're saying fill up that time with something else.
Okay. I mean, excellent idea. No, not to take it. Let's do this and go back to iPad or the phone. Or go back. I like that. So the final, the beautiful advice to Jazakallah khair, Muhammad. Try, and inshallah, Rabbil Alameen, next week, بإذن تعالى, we give you more ideas how to make our kids a hero, our leadership. And Islam is justice, and the most important justice for my own family.
100%.
May Allah Azza wa Jal guide us to the right path, and may Allah guide our kids, and may Allah all protect all the Muslim Ummah. Ya Rabbil Alameen. We can stop here, brother and sister. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. brother محمد جزاك الله خير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.